Hello friends, my name is Rodiyah. Today we are going to learn how to animate in Scratch. So if you don't know, I've actually already done a tutorial on this, but now I just realized I have to do a tutorial again because, well, there are two different ways that you could animate in Scratch, and I didn't mention that in the video I made before, so now I have to make another one. So firstly, I'm going to create a new project like I always do. So next we're going to need something or someone to animate. I don't really have any characters I'm thinking of using, so I'm just going to use a sprite from here because of how lazy I am. So I'm just going to pick a random character. I'm going to pick the Scratch Cat because of how lazy I am. So now the first thing we're going to be doing is that I'm going to duplicate its parts too. Okay, so I'm going to put them side by side. Oops. This one's supposed to be here. This one's going to be here. Okay, so this is going to be method 1, and this is method 2. So I didn't capitalize this one. Okay, so now we have method 1 and method 2. So if you're wondering what method 1 is, I think it's the method I used in my last video. I don't know. I mean about animating in Scratch. I don't know because I didn't really check it. It's that you're going to have to, let's say that I want to make this hand to go like this. So if I want to make the hand go like that, then okay, let me undo everything. Then this the first method and the second method will work on it. Duplicate. Okay, so there are some times where the first method cannot work, the second method cannot work, only the first method can work, and vice versa. So is that in the first method? I think I should install Scratch add-ons here, so that I can get the onion skin. But if you can't, then that's still okay. But if you can't, then sadly the second method might not be possible. Well, it can be possible if you can't install Scratch add-ons, but I just think it might not be possible. So yes, while you're waiting for that to install, then I'm just going to continue with what we are doing. So the first one is step by step. Well, that's in this one. Well, we're going to have to move everything. Oh my god. We'll have to move everything like the way I like to explain this method is that it is like frame by frame, kind of similar to frame by frame. So we'll duplicate this and we just keep on moving the hand until we get it to the position we want it to be. So that's basically the first method. Okay, so once Scratch add-ons has finished installing, it's taking weirdly long. Who knows why? We'll be able to check it with onion skinning before playing the real animation. So the second method, I can only use it with onion skinning. Sadly, I can't use it without it. But yes, and also this hasn't gotten to the position we wanted it to be, so let's go to continue. Okay. Now it's finished, I guess. Okay. Now in Scratch add-ons, I usually pin Scratch add-ons so that when I get rubbish studio activities, I won't have to actually go to messages and just see a billion studio activities. So now I think I should, oh yeah, onion skinning. What is this? Oh, what is this? Okay. This onion skinning is the only one I'm supposed to be install and turning on right now. Onion skinning. Try to change this one. Yes. Enable by default. No, I'm not picking enable by default. Okay. Now it's saved, so I think I'm going to have to reload it because, well, so that you can see the onion skinning. See here, these are both for the onion skinning. So here, I'm going to add onion skinning to it. Okay, so there's going to be things right, merge or things front, behind, whatever. All of this is unnecessary. I only have to add this stat for next costume. Then but have to be 1. Opacity step, blah blah blah. All of this is unnecessary. Just change it. So okay, now you can check out your animation and see if everything aligns properly, I guess. Okay, yeah, everything aligns properly here. So now we're going to play the animation for method 1. And flag clicked. Forever. Next costume. So this code obviously isn't going to work because, well, you see, this is quite a little bit too fast. But an advantage of this method is that even if you don't add a wait 0.1 seconds, it is still kind of like good and it is seeable. So it has an advantage, but I'm going to tell the advantages and disadvantages of both of them, but not really right now, because I'm going to tell them at the end of the video, so make sure to stay tuned. 0.01. No, that's too long. That's too little. 0.05. No, that's too much. 0.03. No. 4. No. 55. Okay. No, I think that's also too big. 32. 33. Okay, I think that's okay. So now we're going to go to the next one. Sorry, I was just checking if the sound was working. Okay, so the next method is that I'm going to duplicate the costume, but this is different. You're still going to need your onion skinning, yes, but we're going to just put it in the position we want it to be first. Like this. This one, I like to call it in-betweening because, well, you're just going to keep on creating costumes in between. So yeah, like see. So now we're going to create a costume in between. So now you see the reason why I added purple after it and before it, so that you'll be able to see where it's in between easily. I think I might increase the opacity. Okay, now I think this would be much easier, but you don't have to increase yours opacity. Okay, so now the difference is still way too much because now look at how many costumes this one has, and for you to see that the difference is too much, then see. So you might be wondering then, why did I call this a method if it's not good? But no, you're still going to have to make one in between and then move it more. If it's the same position, we should overall get only one more frame, one less frame, or an equal amount of frames. Okay, so this is starting to get confusing, so I'm going to lower the opacity. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so now I'm going to have to duplicate this to make one in between both of these. For me this is the easier option because I can like observe the movements much better, and I will never end up like going into the wrong pose. Like if I wanted to pose like this, I might end up going like way too high or way too low. Exactly. That's why I like to use this method too more. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, so ours still has 5, so that's why this looks, so my method still has 5, so that's why it still looks really fast, like much faster than this one. So I'm going to try to aim for it that 5 to become 7. Okay, so I don't think this 5 can become 7 though, but let's continue. Yep, I think it's not going to become 7. Yeah, sometimes if it's the same position, we still don't get the same amount of, similar amount of, similar number. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move this here. So let's see how it's like with 7 frames. Okay, let's leave it at 7 frames because they're both at the same speed. So here are both of the animations. Both of them look like they turned out the same, but because this animation is just a really small animation, but if you are making a big animation and you compare both methods for that big animation, you'll notice that both of them might be very different. Yes, I'm speaking about animations like the ones you not usually see in Scratch. So this method right here is my favorite method 2, because, well, I told you the reason why it's my favorite method. So if you want to know, so now you might want to know advantages and disadvantages of both methods. Let's start with method 2 because it's my favorite method. So the advantages are that, well, in this method you will not get to the wrong position. Like you'll be able to position your character's hand or legs or blah blah blah. You'll be able to position where you want to move on your character first before like starting to animate, so you will never get into the wrong position. And also, if you have Scratch add-ons, if most of you will be able to install Scratch add-ons, so but even if you don't, well, you'll be able to see if it is truly in between both positions. So that's why that is kind of a big win, because you'll be able to know if it's truly in between those two positions. But now let's see the advantages of this one. I don't really know many advantages of this one, so because I don't really use it that much. And the advantages I know is that, like, if there's a specific pose you want, but the pose, well, you want it to be really unique, not like how people normally do it, you could use that method. Because well, you might get into a pose a different way, and sometimes it's going to be much better than the original pose you were supposed to use. So that's actually the only advantages I know. But if you've been using this method to animate and just decided to see the two methods to animate on my channel, then well, you can comment, see, you can comment, see, like, what did I want to say again? Oh yeah, you can comment the advantages you know about this one. I don't know where I'll add it. Maybe I'll add it in the description or in the pinned comments. I don't really know. But please, just if you know any other advantages of this, please just put it in the comments. Alright. So now that I'm done with saying that, so we can move on to the disadvantages. Firstly, this one, because it's my favorite. Well, these disadvantages are that, well, sometimes, well, you have problems finding in between, especially if you're too lazy to do scratch add-ons, or you can't do scratch add-ons. You'll be having problems finding which places in between, and you might have like distorted ones. So I'll show you what I mean by distorted method to distorted. Yeah, method to distorted. Okay, so what I mean by that is that we're going to have to make this animation all over again, sadly. So that's, well, you might not have onion skinning, or it's okay. Let's move the distorted version down. You might not have onion skinning for it, and so you're going to have problems finding where is in between. Like, yes. So you'll have problems finding where is in between, where you're going to be rocketing between both. I mean, all of the costumes, sure. I mean, the costume before it and the costume after it, and also this costume, but well, you see that you might not always get it correct, because well, yeah, I'm very good at finding where the like middle point is, so this might not be as distorted as a person who truly doesn't have scratch add-ons and it's his first time trying out this method. And so you might move it too little, or sometimes too much. Resulting in the animation being like this. See, this is very distorted compared to the real one. See, and so, well, I did the way I did when I didn't have scratch add-ons and I just started using this method. So, well, as you can see, some of them might be good, but most of them might not be good, sadly. So look, see, so as you can see, this one, it is not placed in between both of these, because look closely, see, it's more closer to this for the frame before it than the frame after it, and that's not good. See the same thing for this one. And as for this one, we can say it's in the middle. As for this one, well, this is bad. And as for this one, I think I might have made a mistake here, and that's why I was wondering that why does it look way more distorted than it was supposed to be. Okay, not enough onion skinning. This place. Okay, because I have to do everything without the onion skinning. Okay, So now, as you can see, it is because of that one mistake, but it is still quite distorted if you can ask me. So you so now and now I think it's time that we move on to the disadvantages of this method. Well, the disadvantage it is the opposite of the only advantage I said, because it can make the pose to be different from what you really want. So if the pose is different from what you really want, then you might get a different pose and you'll be wondering that, how am I going to fix this now? Like, that's what happens to me whenever I try using this method. I mean, like, no, I don't mean like substitutingly, like if I want the pose to be unique and not like what's in my thoughts, but I mean if I use this for the main animation, like let's say I want to move the character's arm, and sometimes when I use this method, the arm is in the wrong position, but depending on how much you've used this method before, then you'll be able to like make the position to be better. So yeah, those are the advantages and disadvantages. If you know more advantages or more disadvantages, please comment them below, because I don't know much. Because I've never been studying the advantages or disadvantages. I'm just like, try to animate. I never studied the advantages and disadvantages. I barely ever studied the way I animate. Like, I just animate the way I'm used to animating, and so that's that. I just say time to animate. Just animate the way you usually animate. So that's really like, that's how like everything is like for me. So yes, you got to move on, obviously. So now, well, sorry, I think I'm just testing out the transitions. Okay, so now you might be wondering about my profile on Scratch, because yeah, my Scratch profile is quite complicated. From the first ever comment I ever got here from this person. Oops, yeah, I made a mistake. I wrote OC here instead of PFP, so whatever. Nobody cares. The past is the past. Don't care about the past. History is useless. No, I don't necessarily mean it. So I'm not insulting students who like history, but I don't learn history at my school. So here I've gotten lots of projects, more than 100 shared projects to be exact. I also have more than 100 unshared projects. That means more than 200 projects. 146 shared projects. Blah 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 blah. So there's already 3 pages. So let's see. The first ever project I shared. This wasn't truly my first ever project, but well, it is just the first ever project I shared. My first ever project was the original design for this character. Okay, so this character, I used it for almost a year. I used to love that character, but after some time, I saw the design was just a little bit too basic. Just a bit too basic for me, so I had to change it. But I used this character design for so long, and it just makes me happy seeing it. Okay, this is for whatever studio. I forgot what studio that was for. Rainbow Studio? No, that doesn't consist of Rainbow. Whatever. Nobody cares. Okay, see, I still use this art style. Here. Okay, let's particles. Oh, I have one message. I'll check that out. Laser particles. Ooh, this I made this with the help of my brother Isa. Isa now owns ObaTech. Look at everything. Oh, I still use this art style. Oh yes, I made these projects for my brother, my younger brother Yusuf. He has a he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he has a Scratch channel called Chicken. I don't know why, but he loves chicken so much that he decided to make his Scratch account name Chicken. Oh yeah, there's a C at the end. I guess he wanted his name to be unique, I guess. So now, look at everything. It's okay. Let me mark the place where this was the place where I finally changed my art style, and oh my god, I love this project. It's just like baby hugging. So cool, this cloud, oh my god. But yes, this was for Scratch Olympiads. And also this is for my CS50 Scratch, which I've not gotten the like thing. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this character. Oh my god, I remember I used it for one of my CapCut edits. Alright, so this, I remember I made it, I liked it. Oh my god, this was my favorite project back then. And now, I don't know what to call my favorite project, I don't even know. See, this is just a younger version of this character. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the original one, this is the alt. I don't even know what alt means. Oh my god. What I've been doing? Escaping Rainbow Land. You have to see that platformer. This. Oh yeah, my account got hacked. I don't know who would ever want to hack my Scratch account. So that's why I posted this. Boys? PFP. Oh yeah, I think this marked the place where I changed my art style to this art style. Oh my god. I love it now. This is the art style I'm currently using. I went through so many art style changes since here. No, not here. Where is it? Since right over here. And oh my god, I love my current art style. I love teacher Fatin and everything. Oh yeah, this is AI generated. Right here, this is particles. It's for New Year. This was for the New Year. Oh my god. And this is just the base project for my New Year project. Yeah. Aww. Sadly, you can't hear the sound. I think I should unmute this. I'm sure you'll be able to hear the sound. Okay. Alright. Oh god. This is so annoying. Really, like it really. Okay, you can hear the sounds now, right? Like, yeah, I can't hear them because of the headphones I'm using. Sounds are I don't know. Alright. Oh, just another rubbish studio activity. Oh my god. Here, laser particles. Just a riff off of particles. I thought that's lasers. I was just experimenting with the particles project, and I thought that, ooh, this is cool. I gotta share it. Oh my god, I loved myself when I was so little. Alright, skipping Rainbow Land. This is my favorite platformer. Oh my god. I was so bad. At like animating. Look at the stupid walking animation. Alright, let's go. With the up key to jump. Oh my god. Rainbow. This is in this one the ground is rainbow. Oh my god. I don't know. Why are you saying Rainbow Land is seemingly getting boring. Yeah, I agree. This game is not boring, but I don't know. Why did I write Rainbow Land is getting boring? I would love to be in this place. I mean, I love rainbows. But we're not ever supposed to get buried. What if I put here? We, boy. Get up. There's a world somewhere up there, yeah, I agree. And you know it. Uh-oh, what if I fall? No! Phew. Boink, 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 boink. I love this game. This is my favorite game up till now. Maybe I should remake it. Oh yeah, this is when they were getting so high that they were able to see the sky becoming blue. Does the grass become green? Oh, I don't know. I thought those were clouds. Grass. It's pointing me out. Oh yeah, this part is supposed to say of my beautiful place, but I accidentally removed it. See, this is a parallax. I love it. Just her sleeping on the grass. It's beautiful. Right? See, oh yeah, this person is a Neil Scratcher. Yeah, I love her. She always loves my projects. She's the only one who's ever remixed my projects. If it's not that's remixed to make a new OC project. See? Oh my god. These stuff are so beautiful. I love her. She's my best follower ever. This was her last. She was just so lazy. I like you. See, his favorite is my project. Sadly, OA2 because she hasn't been on Scratch for so long. You know, she just pulled it after 2025. Alright, so that's the end of today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe because I gave you a tour of my whole account. Just like and subscribe, please. Actually, consider liking and subscribing. Bye. Aside of the box. Bye. Yeah, see you in a billion years.